So I got called batshit crazy yesterday. Yes. You know, it used to bother me way back. And I really do avoid ever saying much on more of my mainstream friends' feeds. But she put something that was important to discuss, and that was she was asking people, like, to chill out on the judgment. And I interjected with what I thought about that, which was that we have a world government, and you guys know the drill. I've been talking about it video after video. And the fact that they're creating a fascist culture. Well, this guy pipes up, Miguel, and you're batshit crazy. And he goes on. And so I came back and I said, well, no, not really. I'm not batshit crazy. Here's the evidence. Again, here's my channel if you'd like to find out more. And I'm not pushy, like I never do that. Well, he came back again. And I had to block him. And then what was interesting was that he was in absolute complete denial of his situation. I met a person, I encountered him that, of course, got it, and that was really neat. But I'm careful about where I expose myself these days, because those are the very people that will take another person down based on their own ignorance. I feel for his family and kids that are relying on his judgment. That's sad, really. It is sad. It's not funny. We are in unprecedented times, and it's those that are ahead of the curveball here that are going to fare much better than those who choose to remain in denial. I chose to be in denial before, once. I've been single for 15 years, and more because I was with a chronic cheater, a gaslighter. And I knew, and I always knew when. Yet, for some reason, I thought I should be accepting less because he had other things to offer. And this is how us women are socialized. And even the men today, very much so. Which is why I've been single for 15 years. I can't fit in. Because what I've seen of relationships, being 52, is that over the years, the expectation of a relationship has been watered down to piddle and a puddle. I started to see that in, divorces with families and children involved. And then came the co-parenting. And I was going, okay, here's the thing. Some people that shouldn't be together, but at the end of the day, you sort of have to fashion your life after to be independent somewhat and pursue your thing, because that's why you're separating. Yet, the more liberal we became, the more intrinsic it became. That in fact, you're enveloped in this web of interests and never really being true to your own. It's funny because I don't remember in 15 years having anything more than crumbs thrown at me, straight up. But the guys I was around thought that they actually were offering something which was really remarkable. Crumbs. Women and men have been conditioned to accept less, to compromise their very spirit and their very soul, to be with people that fit in, to get along with the matrix that is created by society. It keeps us ignorant. It does. It keeps us self-involved. It keeps us selfish. But mostly it keeps us blind from the real goings on of the world that are right before our very eyes every single day. The very new world order that is being created today, all they've done is thrown the bones to us, and we have manifested based on human behavior what they expect us to do next. They must have fun, talking about all of this and formulating these crazy plans to make us do ourselves in, because that's in fact what we are doing. We're following the plan. They know social isolation and all of this distancing, that few are going to say anything about that, because within their network of getting along, they will be ostracized. Because it's these fascist, jealous, nasty energies that manifest, and they breed like rabbits through the pack. And that's what keeps them in line. Society. And that's the plan for the future. Again, with all of the social programming to the new way, the social distancing, the social credit program to come, which again is in creation right now. If you do not follow the way of society, society will actually work against you. It's soft power, conforming power. It was a wake-up call for a lot of my American friends yesterday. I have been talking about the New World Order as a one world government is being formulated. And so many of them still couldn't see they weren't exempt. And Americans have pride. They're nationalistic. They are American. And that actually has worked against them, unfortunately. But again, so many are seeing the light. So I'm super happy about that. They're all in on it. I've been talking about this for some time. I could see a shift in Trump's energy last week. Week and a half ago. It's like all these world leaders, they sign a secret codicil when they get elected, or if they are going to be elected, because they're placed there. And that they know that might have to give up their power somewhere in there. And I think maybe each time they don't know it'll be them. And I honestly think Trump was genuinely shocked that it was all happening. I really do. That was the energy I got from it, from his reactions, what he's been saying, the little breadcrumbs he's been placing out there. Kind of makes me feel like he's hinting that he's being betrayed and betrayed you because of them. I don't know. But in any case, it's interesting. You see, all of them got where they are, every politician, because of their compromises, their continual compromises. That's why the system that was built to preserve our rights and freedoms has been systematically destroyed, and in fact allowed to destroy itself and make way for a new order in all of the chaos, which was perpetuated by them. It's twisted and crazy, but here we are. People watch movies about this. And this is why I keep saying, like, let's get involved in the real world over here, because this is where all the action is. Turn off the damn television. This has got way more intrigue, I can tell you that. And it's authentic and real and happening now. We can criticize all we want, but right now I think we need to understand how we got to this particular juncture, how it was formulated. And we need to learn and look back and say, okay, we see where we went wrong there. And I think mostly being authentic is where we went wrong. When we stopped being authentic, when we stopped expressing our true opinion, when we stopped expecting and instead took crumbs. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here. Facebook and Instagram too. I honestly can't believe I am talking about all this every day. It's wild. But organic, authentic, and meant to happen right at this very time. Thanks for joining.